Greetings, Evil Genius here. It's me and my Oppo Connor. Listen, can you hear that? It's a fucking storm. It's been stormy for 2 whole days and it's not set to stop until this evening. But anyway, speaking of storms, I kind of occasionally dabble in a couple of online groups on Facebook, autism support type stuff. And there was one someone posted recently, a link to a website. I'll include the link later below. And it's basically a, what's it called? I don't know, Heartless Asperger's or something like that. And it's basically written by a woman who's had a bad relationship with an Asperger's partner. And she's vilifying the entire fucking species, you know. And she's tarring us all with the same brush. Now, there's a few things there. First is, my fellow Aspers in this group, most of them seem to be of the opinion this shouldn't be allowed, that she should be stopped. They should basically violate the principle of non-aggression to silence this woman. I don't agree. I mean, it's freedom of speech, and if she wants to go off on one about Aspers, I don't give a shit. I really don't. You don't stop these things by silencing them, by using violence to keep them quiet. It just gives what they're talking about some kind of credibility, you know, no smoke without fire, that kind of thing. And she's entitled to her opinion. They call it hate speech, but nowadays, what we now call hate speech used to be restricted to actual incitement to violence. But now it's anything anyone gets offended by ever is construed as hate speech. You know, even differences of opinion. So I really don't care what she says. But what I do like about this site is, despite the vile, frankly vile content, it's really well written. She's not stupid, obviously. She's obviously bigoted, and she's had a bad experience with one Asper, and she's then extrapolating that to all of us. But what she's done is she's taken the truth, a grain of truth, she's spun it into a thread of vilification and woven the whole thing into quite magnificent propaganda. I mean, it's really worth looking at. I say I'll include the link below. It's quite startling, really. Now, why do I like this site so much? Well, because it is excellent, and it's a really good demonstration of something you really need to understand as a business owner, and that is, the truth isn't that important. I mean, don't get me wrong, the truth is important. I'm not saying you should lie, but what matters is perception, not the actual truth. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Your products and services, your business, will live and die by how you are perceived. And if you take any competent provider of what you do in your industry, okay, and I'm talking about the competent ones here, not charlatans and fly-by-nights, but anyone competent in your industry, the objective difference between you and them is probably very small, if anything at all. They might even be better than you. You know, I know loads of marketers and copywriters out there who are probably as good as I am in their own way, and certainly some better, probably. But what makes the difference between me and them is the way we present ourselves. I know very talented, well, not talented, that's not the right word, very skilled copywriters and experienced copywriters who are basically starving almost in the midst of plenty because they don't know how to present themselves and sell themselves. And your business is the same way. In the same way as she has taken a grain of truth and blown it out of all proportion and made it say what she wants it to say. That is essentially what marketing is. Now, I want to be clear about this. You should not lie. Not only is it dishonest, but also you will get found out, and when you get found out, your reputation will be shit. But how you present yourself will have more of an effect on your sales than will, say, the actual quality, the objective quality of what you do. So you can have even Betamax and VHS is a great example. Okay, Betamax was a better technical solution to the problem of videotape, but VHS won because it was better presented and the public perception was better. Well, the same is true of so many things out there, including possibly your business and your competitors. If your competitors, say, are doing better than you are, selling more and more at higher prices, it ain't necessarily because they're any better, it's because they're better at presenting themselves. All right, it's as simple as that. It's an uncomfortable truth, and one you might not want to swallow. But until you do swallow it, you ain't going to get that sustenance. So, if you want to learn how to do that kind of thing and present yourself better, not lying, okay, don't do that. But if you want to learn how to present yourself ethically, morally, legally, and entirely above board in a more favourable light, then you need to join us for Ground Zero. All right? Or if your need is urgent, PM me and we'll arrange a time to talk. In the meantime, I'm going to go back and have a look at that site because it's fucking marvellous. I didn't realise how loathsome we were. Did you? No, you did. You did. Anyway, we're out of here. We're out of here. See you later. Ta-da.